Hey, what is going on, guys? I'm Oaf here and welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are all doing fantastic today. Today I am just giving you guys a little update on what has been going on, what my plans are for YouTube, now that this YouTube change is coming. That's what we'll call it, because that's pretty much what it is. As well as, a few updates on my car and just, random update stuff. So, first things first, let's go ahead and talk about YouTube. So, for those who don't know, the start of 2014. I'm not 100% sure when it takes place, but I do know it's going to be the start of 14. So it's probably going to be within the first few days or the first couple weeks of January, I would assume. So essentially what they're going to be doing is they're going to make it so that before you can monetize your video has to go through a review process, essentially is what it is. And basically what they want to do is make sure you don't have any copyrighted material, things like that. So where this comes into play for me is I do gaming stuff, let's plays, whatever. So that stuff is kind of on the border of copyrighted material. It's not my stuff, it's my commentary over it, but it's not my game. I didn't make the game. But essentially what happens is when you go into a network or a partnership, whatever it may be it through Machinima, Yoush, Social Blade, whatever. Essentially, their job is to handle all of the backdoor stuff, I guess you could say, or the finer details. So their job is to make sure that all of the copyrighted stuff gets taken care of the second your video goes up. So you can pretty much monetize right then and there, if that makes sense. So essentially what's going to happen now is networks are not going to do that. They can't do that. So they are basically kind of passing off all of their duties to us. So whatever it may be it me, be it, I don't know, any kind of YouTuber who does this for whatever reason, their video is going to have to go through a process. Supposedly, the average time is like 2 hours, which in the whole scheme of things is not terrible, but it really sucks when, a brand new game comes out and you want to record that and get it up as soon as you can. And you want to, in my case, monetize it and all that stuff. I don't make really any money on YouTube. I have yet to see a paycheck yet, so I don't make anything crazy, but I would like to, have my video up and be able to do, what I want to do with it, that second. So that's kind of where this hurts people, because it may only take 2 hours, but it may take 2 days. So that's where it's going to start to hurt a lot of people's channel, and a lot of people's livelihoods. So for me, again, I don't make anything off of YouTube. I don't expect to get, a paycheck and that be my paycheck. That be what gets me through till the next week or the next month or, whatever. So for me, it's not going to make too big of a difference as far as my livelihood, but it's just annoying. It is really, really annoying. But for, larger YouTubers, people who make a living off of YouTube, be it, like Woody's Gamertag, there's, any kind of big YouTuber who does gaming stuff, all of your Let's Play guys, they're gonna probably feel this, and it sucks because there's a lot of good guys out there who pour their hearts and souls into this, and they won't be able to do it. There's a lot of people, that maybe have quit college for this, or whatever, and there's a few YouTubers out there like that I've seen who have done that and make their living off of YouTube. And, it sucks that they kind of had something good going, and it's kind of, it might be going out the door. So, basically for me, I'm going to try it. I'm going to see how it is. Again, I'm probably going to keep uploading videos because it's not going to make any kind of big difference to me yet. Once my channel maybe starts growing and starts to get its feet out from under it and and really starts to go, yeah, like I said, I don't make any money. I do this because I love it. And that's pretty much it. So I'm probably going to keep making videos regardless. However, I am going to try and start streaming more. So I'm going to try and stream at least 2 or 3 times a night, or 2 or 3 times a week. Excuse me. And maybe try and get that going, because there's a lot more money in Twitch than there is YouTube. If you have a good following, like Gold Glove, or like a Gassy Mexican, or who else is out there? I don't know. Somebody who has thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of followers on Twitch, they can make a living off of Twitch. I mean, they can make a living off of Twitch very, very easily. A lot easier than on YouTube. So that's kind of where I'm going to start going. There is going to be more money in Twitch, and I like streaming. I do. I like doing live commentary. I don't like doing stuff like this where I'm trying to come up with ideas and stuff like that. I don't like doing that because I feel like everything is kind of like cookie cutter, and it's not me. I like to be myself, and I like to be able to just express myself and be goofy and crazy, and that's what I like. So that's why I like. Excuse me. I don't know why I'm burping so much. I don't know. I guess probably because I maybe just ate, but I don't know. What was I saying? Brain, come back. So essentially, that's kind of what I'm gonna go to. Is I'm just gonna start doing Twitch, and like I said, I'm gonna keep doing YouTube. But like I said, I really like that live commentary of it. And that's why, again, this is what I thought of. This is kind of doing. Let me try and explain it a little bit better here. So, doing stuff where I have to come up with topics, and a lot of stuff like Woody's Gamer Tech, for example. He comes up with very cookie cutter topics. He's got essentially a script that he is going by on his videos, and that's fine. That's not what I want to do, but there's a lot of people out there who do that and who are very good at it. I'm not one of those guys. So for me, I like that live aspect of it. So I think Twitch, if I can really get into it and be able to do it, 2 or 3 times a week, 4 times a week maybe, I think that would be awesome. That would be really, really phenomenal. So I'm going to try that. So that's pretty much that for the YouTube side of things. Like I said, it kind of sucks for a lot of people out there. For me, again, I'm not going to feel it because I don't make any money off of YouTube. But, we'll see. We'll see how everything goes. Maybe it won't be as bad as what they're talking about. There's a lot of talk that there's going to be like a trust algorithm, kind of like what there is now. For those who don't know, people who are not partnered by a network still kind of have to go through that processing period before they can do anything. And once you get through that enough, essentially what happens is YouTube says, okay, we know you have not, broken any rules in the past. We're going to trust you, and it's going up immediately. So if anything's wrong with it down the road, there will be repercussions. But as of for now, you're good to go, do your thing. There's talk of there's something being like that, where it may, do 1 out of every 10 videos. It may do every 1 out of 50 videos. It may do 1 out of every 1,000 videos. Or it may do it every video. There's no way of really knowing it until it happens. So we will see. I'm not sure how it's going to go, but we'll find out. And that's pretty much that. So next thing on the list, games. So for those who have been watching my videos and stuff recently, you'll know that I have been posting up a lot of 7 Days to Die. I am insanely in love with that game right now. It is absolutely one of the, I guess, most fun games I played in a while. It's different from like DayZ and Minecraft, for example. It's basically like those two kind of combined and mishmashed into one game, which is really cool. I I really, really dig the crafting aspect of it. It's a very, very survival-esque game. The way that it works is really good. And it's only in alpha. There is still a long way to go before this game is even, nearly polished. So there are a little bit of things that need to be worked out. I see zombies, doing weird stuff sometimes, but that's about it. I mean, it is a phenomenal game. And here's kind of why I'm going into it. If you guys want to play and, kind of just goof around with me, let me know. Leave a comment, whatever, and we can hook up. And I have something on my screen. Don't know what that is. Okay. But, yeah, you want to play? Let me know. Drop a comment in the comment section. Send me a message on YouTube, whatever. Do that, and I'll hook up with you, and we can just play and goof around. As it is, it's kind of boring by yourself, and it's more so challenging by yourself, because there's so much stuff that you want to carry, and that you can carry, and that is useful to carry, and all that good stuff, and you just can't do it by yourself. You only have so much room, and once you're out of room, it's really hard to kind of get your inventory kind of set back up right. It's one of those things where I'm still trying to get used to it, and I'm still trying to keep my inventory as uncluttered as possible, because there's a lot of stuff in that game, and they are always, adding more stuff in from what I've heard so far. So hopefully here within the next, few months, this game will be pretty sick. So that's that. As far as Xbox One goes, Rise and Dead Rising, you'll see some more of that here before too long. I've gotten kind of burnt out on both of them. Rise it's a phenomenal game. Don't get me wrong. It is a good game. The story's good. It looks ridiculous. It is a fantastic looking game. Just a little bit on the repetitive side. For those who have been watching it, it's one of those things where every fight is essentially the same. It's you hit the guy a few times, maybe bash him with your shield a couple times, and then you do a XY button combination, or a YX combination, or an XX combination, or a YY combination, or something of that nature. And it gets crazy, and it drives me nuts to do the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. So we got a little burnout on it, but I haven't played it in, I don't know, it's probably been a week now. Not a week. It's probably been about 5 days, 4 days. But I've just gotten burnt out over it, and I'll probably record some today, because I do have today off, and I really want to get a lot of that recorded. I do have a lot recorded already that I need to render out, and Dead Rising is one of those things where it's fun. Don't get me wrong, it's a decent game, but it is also very repetitive. For those who have never played a Dead Rising game, they've always been repetitive. The ones in the past have been stupid, ridiculously hard. This one is much easier so far anyway, but it's one of those things where you go to X, then you have to go to Y, then you have to get something at Z, and then you have to go back to X, and then you have to go back to Y to pick something up for X, and then it's a lot of just running back and forth, and the map is pretty big, so there's a lot of running around and driving around, and it's just a little on the dull side, or it's getting on that dull side. It's just, I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's just a little bit on the repetitive side. So I will get some more of that recorded when I feel up to it. I'm not going to stop it. I'm going to keep recording it, because I have had a bad habit of getting into stuff, getting bored of it, and stopping recording it, and then starting something else, and going, over and over again and doing that. So I need to record some more of that. Deadfall, I will record some more of that as well. I'm gonna hopefully get some today, but yeah, it's a good game. The puzzles just get a little repetitive again. It seems like every game that I've picked so far to record has just been a little repetitive. 7 Days to Die even is a little on the repetitive side, but again, it's different. It's always getting different. So, yeah, that's that as far as what I'm recording. As far as what's going to be recorded coming up, the new Walking Dead, that's what it is. The new Walking Dead is going to be coming out pretty soon, I think. So I will be recording that. Definitely get to see, Clem some more. The Wolf Among Us, I believe, is coming out probably pretty soon, I would assume. And then Dying Light is coming out here within the next few months. And there's a few PC games that look really good. They're a little on the horror side of things, and I kind of want to get into some horror games, and kind of get into that side of things because I like horror stuff. I've never really played a lot of horror games, so it's just a little bit different. I've always been the shooter guy. I like Call of Duty. I liked Call of Duty. I've really gotten kind of tired of it. I really I didn't play Black Ops 2 really at all. I didn't even prestige in Black Ops 2. I didn't even get close to being able to prestige in Black Ops 2. So it's one of those things where it's like, I've been playing it since Call of Duty 4 and it's just getting old. So that's that. That's about it for the game side of things. Last thing I want to talk about is my car. So there's a few people on here who are really interested in my car and who like my car. So I just want to give an update on that. I'm getting rid of my car. So, the thing with my car is, I've just gotten tired of front wheel drive, and that's the thing, I really want a car that I can enjoy. With my car, being that the transmission is rated for less than what my car has horsepower-wise, you have to baby it, and you have to drive it like a grandpa, and that gets boring. It does. I don't like dogging on my cars. I don't like beating on my cars. I like to take care of my stuff, but there comes a time when you want to have fun and you want to open it up, and that's it. So I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to get yet. I do want something that has a decent aftermarket for, so I can upgrade it and do what I want to it. This car, not jack squat. If you want headers, for those who are into cars, if you want headers, they are almost $1,000 for my car. $1,000. Whereas on for example, a Camaro or a Mustang or one of those cars that there's a lot of, your Firebirds, things like that. Headers are around $400 or $500. For shorty headers, which are like standard OEM spec, as opposed to long tube headers, which are a lot longer. Shorty headers are like $200, $300. So there's a big difference there. And on top of that, about the only thing to really gain power with my particular car is to slap a turbocharger on it. A turbo kit for this car is about $6,000, not including tax and not including labor, which I would probably try and do it myself, but yeah, just to give you an idea. Whereas you can get a supercharger, which are normally a lot more expensive than turbos, for like $4,000, $5,000 on like a Mustang or a Camaro or Firebird or something like that. So I want something like that. I've been looking at Mustangs. Excuse me. I've been looking at Cobras and Mach 1s. Cobras are a little out of my price range right now. Mach 1s are a little out of my price range right now. I've also been looking at GTs. GTs are a little less powerful. They put out about 265 horsepower, which is about 220 to the wheels, 222. Whereas, my car now has 300 horsepower, 303 horsepower, which is, being front wheel drive, it probably puts out about 250 to the wheels, probably somewhere in there. And so my car is significantly more powerful, but being front wheel drive, it can't put the power down. So it will I can literally just step on the gas and I will light my tires up. Whereas on a rear wheel drive car, being that basically what happens is when you get on the gas, let me see if I can kind of, okay, so this kind of works. So this is your car. When you give it gas, it tilts up. It does this kind of thing. On a front-wheel drive car, being that your tires are in the front, when you do that, even though it's a front-wheel drive car, your car still does that kind of motion. So you lose traction. Whereas on a rear-wheel drive car, when you get on it, it pushes down on the rear wheels and gives you more traction. So it's one of those things where it's just, I want a rear-wheel drive car. You know, my Thunderbird, which was my first car, was a rear-wheel drive car. Has the same engine that the Mustang GTs have. It's a little underpowered, just because they can't give a lower end car as much power as their like premium level car, if that makes sense. So it's like with Dodge, you know, their Avenger has the same exact engine as the V6 Challenger. But the Challenger puts out like 40 more horsepower, which is pretty crazy, or 30 more horsepower, something like that. So, yeah, I mean, that makes sense to me. I don't know if it makes sense to you, but that's that. And that's really, I mean, yeah, I just want something new. I want something, not necessarily new, but I want something that I can have fun in. So, hopefully, I found a few Mustang GTs. I found one that's about 100 miles away from me. It's up in Virginia. It's right on the border of Virginia and North Carolina. So it's a bit of a drive, seeing as how I'm almost smack dab in the middle of North Carolina. So it's about 2 hours and 30 minutes away, 2 hours and 20 minutes. So it's a bit of a drive, but it is almost in mint condition. It's a very nice car. So I'm going to go and probably take a look at that the next time I have a couple days off in a row. And who knows, I may pick it up. So that's about it. I mean, that's really all I have for this. So if there's anything else that you guys want to know, be it whatever, let me know, and I will answer your questions. Also, if you have not gone over and followed me on Twitch, please feel free to do so. And I will definitely upload videos on here to let you guys know when I'm streaming. I will probably be streaming tonight. There is like a 90% chance. And I will actually probably be streaming, I don't know, around 4 or 5 o'clock. Probably 4:30ish. We'll see. So, definitely, you know, stop by, hang out if you want to. I will probably post up a short little video, definitely letting you know if I am streaming or not. And that'll be that. So that has been a long little rant update type thing. So if you guys have all enjoyed this video, feel free to drop a like and a comment. And if you have any questions, like I said, let me know in the comment section below. If you want to play some 7 Days to Die, let me know in the comment section or send me a message. And that's about it. So I will see you guys on the next video. Peace out, guys.